this, or you can get with that. I think you'll get with this, cause this is where it's at.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to the channel. Thank you so much for joining. We're here to do another reaction to Ren Money Game Part 3. So not a whole lot have to say about this. You've already seen it through the other two reactions. So we love them both. So we're just going to get into this one. But before we do that, man, Phenom 202, what say you?
Phenom 202, DD representative. Yeah, the first two, very thought-provoking, man. Get you thinking about, capitalism and politics and scarcity and all that stuff. So I'm ready to see what number 3 brings. What say you all?
Yeah, I'm right with you. Yeah, definitely shines a bright light on capitalism. It's a good thing, but it's a bad thing when taken to the extremes. And like Corey said, we did Ren Part 1 and 2. So if you just jumping on this video, make sure you go back to the first two. You know what I mean? For sure. But yeah, shout out to Ren, man. He's doing his thing, man, for sure.
All right. Well, let's do this in 3, 2, 1, go.
Tell you a story about a boy named Jimmy. 1 year old and his first words were mine, gimme. 2 years old he was walking, 3 years old walking quickly, 4 years old he was running round the pavements of his city. 5 years old and his daddy told him, listen here son, you gotta learn to be a man. A man, he works for what he wants. 6 years old and he's reading, writing, top of the bunch. And when he's 7, his progression made him student number 1. 8 years old and he's praised for unusual grades. 9, his parents paid for private school to nurture the flame. 10, 11, 12, 13, he ascends and ascends. His daddy tells him, son, money is the means to all ends. 14, solving complex mathematical equations. At 15, IQ 150, still elevating. 16, he develops complex software code that detects weaknesses in cybersecurity protocols. 17, and he sells his vision, keeping the share. Not yet an adult, but he's practically a millionaire. 18, and his daddy tells him, now you're a man. This world don't give a damn about you, so take all that you can. 19, he turns a profit, stocks and shares, invest in product. 20, double down deposits. 21, his income rockets. 22, he learns the truth is just an obstacle to wealth. If you manipulate the data, then the lie will sell itself. 23, a life of luxury, crystal and cocaine. 24, he makes the Forbes list, they're applauding his name. 25, and his daddy tells him, listen here son, while you're sitting in that palace, that don't mean that you won. 26, a business shift, he switches business to arms. He's 27, dealing nuclear and shells in Iran. 28, inside the Senate, money bought him a seat. He's 29, a role of counsel in the president's suite. Now he's 30, his daddy says you're losing the race. You're just a servant to the king, not even in second place. 31, a big maneuver for his daddy's approval, moving imports over borders from the exports out of Cuba. 32, moving grams, growing kilos to tons. He's 33, filling warehouses with powder and guns. 34, turf war with nobody to stop it. Blind eye from the po-po inside of his pocket. "35, he gets the call. I'm sorry son, but it's your father. Had a heart attack, I'm sorry, he's gone. 36, getting pissed off, abusing his product. 37, eyes glazed, disposition demonic. 38, with a prostitute, a moment of passion, heating up a silver spoon and then chasing the dragon. 39, getting reckless and hungry for power. Daddy's words are still driving him to kill and devour. Makes a move against the cartel, but the strategy's flawed. They retaliate and leave him in a hospital ward. A bullet buried in his vertebra and one in his leg. The doctor sighs and says, I don't think you'll be walking again. Fuck. Let me tell you a story about a boy named Jimmy. He was 40 and he cursed the words, mine, mine, gimme. 41, he wasn't walking. 42, not walking quickly. 43, never running round the pavements of his city. 44, inside a palace with a mountain of gold. But those riches turn to rubble when perspective evolves. Weighing heavy on his conscience is the value of gold. Lamborghini for a life, trading money for souls. Jimmy followed the code inside the land of the free. Put your hand inside the cookie jar, take more than you need. And his example is exaggerated versions of me. And it's a version of him, and it's a version of she, and it's a version of you. There's no escaping the blame. The way we live is parasitic. Fuck the money and fame. Cut the music. This isn't entertainment, this is real life. The way we live is lunacy, community, it declines. Hyperpolarized, always fighting, then we divide. Truth is less important than the money that we designed. Money's an invention, politics from our invention. They all come from people's ideas. Did I mention? Border's an invention, law and order fuel the tension. It leads to people killing each other. My solution? Everything is subject to change. We could build utopias if individuals were taught to use their brains. But if we teach kids in schools to always be sheep and put themselves before the herd if there's more money for me, then there's no future I see where the humans survive. We're parasites inside a petri dish with cannibal minds. Mold will grow upon the surface then consumes till it dies. And our fate could be the same without this story to the wise. 45. Jimmy comes home out of the rain, soaking wet upon a wheelchair, drinking again. He is everything he wants, he is fortune and fame. He's a fortunate fool with an unfortunate fate. With a 45 caliber aimed at his brain. 45 a fitting number cause his age is the same. Here's the words of his father, it's such a damn shame. Then he presses on the trigger of a money game.
Ooh. Wow. Wow.
Okay.
Wow.
Okay.
Yeah, that was wild, man. That was good, man. That was really good. He told the whole story for real, for real. I ain't gonna lie, yo. He had me he definitely switched up because I thought it was like the kid was so smart doing this, selling that. I thought he was gonna be like some kind of tech CEO, you know what I mean, a Zuckerberg or some shit, you know, Bezos not going to fuck. Yo, he went straight from that to running gun. I know, arms dealer to drug dealer, all types of shit. Yo, that's crazy. That's crazy. But I mean, either way, like it's all the same, yo. The drug game is just like every other business, yo. Like as far as people like just want more, you know what I mean? He had his dad's words in his ear, and I'm sorry, I've said probably some of the words to my kid. I mean, as far as like, yeah, this was, you know, be a man, like, you know, you gotta go get yours type of deal. And maybe I just open my eyes, yo. Maybe I shouldn't be like, go get yours, yo. You know, get it for everybody.
Yeah. What say you, Roy?
Man, I feel like I'm just repeating myself from previous, but this was a really good record. It was really good to see you know, you could really visualize the story and how he lays it out and how seeds were planted that sprouted to become what he became as an adult, you know, and it all started from him as, you know, he was painting the picture like the little things you do as kids can manifest into something monstrous as an adult, but you have to be careful on what you do because the seeds that you sow can grow to be weeds if you don't nurture them correctly. And he's showing that in this, and his father was pushing him, which he thought he was pushing him the right way, but he was really just pushing him more into what he became, which was and he also showed that it didn't matter what he thought he achieved. He was still unhappy at the end of the day.
Yeah.
So I really love the story.
I mean, and it's true, man. I mean, like kids are impressionable. So whatever message like you have in your household, most kids going to believe what their parents say is the gospel.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Hopefully that your parents have a great moral compass to let you know, like, this is how you should live. This is how you should value. Like my household, your households, mine is altruistic. Do stuff for people. You know what I'm saying? You're going to get your shit. Like it's always going to come back to you. You know what I'm saying? And one line that he said that it resonates with me is putting your hand inside a cookie jar, taking what more than what you need.
Yeah.
How many times have you been to a potluck or your job had pizza and motherfuckers getting 4 or 5 slices versus 1 or 2 slices? You know what I'm saying? It's something that's small. Like when you have access to stuff, you don't have to get everything. I mean, we've seen people go in the store and just buy everything so nobody else can get it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's crazy to me, but like, you know, and also the dichotomy of being like an evil genius. Like, dude was so smart, 150 IQ.
Yeah.
Doing all the stuff at a young age. If he had the right motivation, the right moral compass, he could have really changed the world for good. But you know, that's how it goes sometimes.
But you know, one thing else rang out was like the health is wealth type of deal. Like even rich folks, when they like start dying, they be like, oh shit. Like, you know, like I mean, he ended up in a wheelchair, but you started to realize money and everything. Like even when he said it in the song too, like he was all like in this house of riches, but I think he said it was just like to him it was rubble. Like, you know what I mean? Because like things like that's one thing that will put everybody. That's the only, I ain't gonna say the only equalizer, but it's one of the great equalizers is like health, you know what I mean, as far as between rich and poor.
Definitely put things in perspective.
Yeah, you can get that big C or something. Ain't no coming back. Guess what? You're just like everybody else. So and that's where like a lot of people do get they come to Jesus moment. They like put things in perspective, like you were saying, Corey. So yeah, I like that. And also, I just want to give shout out to the videos. I mean, I don't know if he comes up with these concepts, like everything about it, like how it go boom boom, like all the one shot type of deal. That's just fire, yo. Like everything about it, the imagery. I love the fucking hoods on their heads, like the stacks or whatever. Like from the first one to this one, yo, like all that's just fire, yo. It definitely conveys like the message, like or the tone that he's trying to do in his videos. So yeah, whoever makes those decisions, shout out to Ren and his his team. You know what I mean, about his creative team. They fucking be on the money with that, yo.
Yeah, facts.
The visuals, I mean, the visuals is crazy. That was good one. Money game.
My punch.
All the money.
Okay.
Go ahead. Yeah.
I'm gonna take this word from one of my favorite MCs ever, because Ren said this is not entertainment. Our boy KRS-One had a phrase called edutainment.
Edutainment, yeah.
Edutainment, where you can listen to something, whether watch a movie, listen to a song, and you can listen and be educated at the same time. You know, it's crazy because I'm sitting there, like you said, like when people get sick, that's the equalizer. Everybody's gonna go. It's, when my wife passed away, they said, don't look at when she was born or when she died. That dash in the middle is how people gonna remember you by. You know what I'm saying? And in our country, we have struggle for healthcare. All these people, these challenging medicines and all that stuff. You're gonna need this science. You're gonna need these experts trying to keep you alive and keep your family members alive. You know what I'm saying? But it goes back to the money game.
Yeah,
no, for sure.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah.
Ain't no money in the cure.
Ain't no money. You can't take it with you. Can't take it to the eye of the needle. That's what it said in the Bible.
But that's Chris Rock actually said that too in a comedy. He said, "Ain't no money in the cure. The money is in the comeback."
Yeah, it's in that. Just keep taking this.
Because they learned a lesson from curing polio.
Yeah,
that's what Chris Rock said.
Yeah.
Dude that gave I think penicillin. Like, he gave it up. He gave it out for free.
Yep.
Yeah. Well, nobody ever do that now.
Nope.
Like, you know what I mean? He gave it out. He just let everybody. You know what I mean? Like that should never be now. Nah, shit.
The boy Martin Shkreli.
Ozempic. They were like, yo, you want to lose weight? I'm gonna sell all this shit. You selling anything and everything.
That dude that went to jail, Martin Shkreli or whatever.
Yeah.
Like back in the day, like he took insulin from like a couple dollars to like 700%.
Yeah.
So yeah, crazy.
Well, once again, man, Money Game Part 3. As you know, another thought-provoking conversation. And you guys, not like Ali said earlier, if you're just coming on this video, go back and watch the other videos because we've done them all. We really enjoyed it. Thank you all for suggesting us to check out this trilogy.
Yes, sir.
This is really fantastic, man. So shout out to Ren. We will definitely do more Ren. So stay tuned to the channel to see more of that. And as always, man, I'm Corey Royce, Phenom 202, Hollywood DA, and we'll be back with another Ren reaction. Peace.
Yep.
You can get with this, or you can get with that. You can get with this, or